Welcome to the spin. Got the last chance qualifier, Lydia Fish, in the house this afternoon. And then we also got Tyler and John, as always. So good show. Lydia, the last one to qualify for the 2025 CrossFit Games. Has it sunk in yet?
No, not really. Just thinking about how short of time I have to train and what I need to do is a bit like overwhelming, but it's also cool. So I think it'll start to set in once like I get into the thick of games training, whatnot.
Yeah.
Are you going to go down and start training in Atlanta? Are you in Atlanta right now?
No, I'm at home right now, but I'll drive down on Monday and stay till the games.
Wow.
That was a last minute decision.
So almost like doing the last chance qualifier.
Yeah.
It sounded like. Yeah, I thought that was interesting watching the video that Train Think Tank put out of kind of coming up with that idea of like, hey, let's do it. You book your ticket, you're down there, and then just go after it. But also, Perrin kind of talking to you about what it's going to take if you actually do qualify. And are you ready for that? Was that a hard decision?
It was tough. Like she texted me earlier this week and I was still gonna work 3 nights a week. I just cut back. I was working 5 nights a week and I was gonna work 3 nights a week. And I mean, they are pretty long shifts and I do take a ton of steps during my shifts. And she's not a big fan of that. And she's like, listen, when I told you you could potentially qualify for the games, you were on board. So this is what needs to happen. And I was like, yes, ma'am. So, I mean, yeah, now I have to just follow through on it and really, really do it.
Do you get itchy not working?
Yeah, it's really hard for me. But if I go down there, then I don't have the temptation to work.
I know that I was when we were at Syndicate, I caught Perrin. She was sitting at those little round tables, where between like where the food was and where the athletes hung out. And she was like, I gotta get her to stop working. Like I have to.
Yeah.
It's her number one qual.
Said that.
What was that? I guess if you're leaving on Monday, what was the conversation with work? Like, are they supportive of that, or just?
Yeah, they're really supportive. And it is like our busiest time right now, so I was having a hard time to even like talk to my manager about possibly leaving. And so I just said to her, listen, I'm making this decision to leave, July 1st. If it results in termination, I understand. And I hate to screw the company over by leaving, but I guess it's what I have to do right now. And she responded and was like, we always support you, like we understand. And I've been working there since the new ownership, so for about 5 years. So that helps to establish some sort of, seniority, and they respect me there. So, and I respect them.
That place you work looks cool as shit.
Yeah, it is nice.
Is Perrin coaching anybody else that's going to the games?
She's coaching a team.
Okay.
They're Mike Needleman, Christine Best, and I forget who the other two are, but yeah.
Okay.
Perrin.
Yeah.
And I don't know the other one. The T team.
Yes, you should know them, Tyler.
Yeah, you should, Tyler. It's a big letdown that you don't. Lydia, were you surprised that more people didn't do the last chance qualifier?
No, just having the judging requirements and floor setup is hard. Like I don't have 15-foot ropes where I am, and I don't have the judges. So I had to travel if I wanted to do it. So I'm sure other people are in the same boat, and trying to coordinate two people to be there and make sure your floor space is blocked off is probably a challenge.
Did you find it hard to get amped up for it? Like,
at the beginning,
yes.
Yeah. Yeah. But then I like mentally like snap back into it and got it together.
Were you surprised when you saw the scores come in?
Yeah. After the first submission window, before I even saw any scores, I was kind of like, meh. I mean, I didn't do great, but I've tried to push myself, so we'll see. And I ended up being in second, but I was pretty far out from first, and I'm not really educated on other people's strengths and weaknesses, so I wasn't sure the top girl kind of what she was capable of, but I did know the last two workouts weren't necessarily weaknesses for me. So I was like, well, maybe there's a shot, but who knows? With such little people doing it, it's hard to get enough points in between us. So
Mhm. So if you don't feel like you did great, that means everybody else did really bad.
no.
You've done a lot of legless rope climbs a couple weekends ago, 3 times.
Yeah.
That's what was it all within 24 hours?
So I did on Saturday around like 3 p.m. or something. I did the workout, and then Sunday I did the last workout. Wait, what did I do? I don't know. Maybe I did the wall ball workout, and then I did the last workout with the handstand push-ups, and then I did it again. So I think it was in like 35 hours or 36 hours. 3 times.
That was, and what's crazy is like looking at the leaderboard, like the top 4 athletes on that workout all had the same score. So like
Yeah.
that last rope climb that you got at whatever 12:30 or 1 o'clock in the morning was the difference, which
It
is
was.
wild to think about.
Yeah, I knew I had to. When I did it the first time and got 7, I was like, girls are going to be getting 8. Like, I have to get 8 if I want to even be in the mix type of thing. And then the tie break, who knows? It is what it is.
That it has to feel good knowing that probably not one other athlete stayed up till midnight to do that workout.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was very
midnight
reminiscent
Eastern
of
time.
Travis or Trevor, however you want to say it, Trevor.
Yeah, that's a great callback, Brian.
Just going all out like that night and pulling it off, which is awesome. Question here, Felipe, was it worth it to go to Taco Bell for the first time? Well, how would you rate your
Fine.
Taco Bell?
I would say it was pretty mid.
Mid?
Okay, like I just got a
What did you
soft
get,
shell
first of
taco.
all?
Hey, it's fine. She's entitled to her
You
wrong
didn't get
opinion.
anything fancy. You
No,
gotta
I
get
didn't.
the grilled cheesesteak wrap thing. That's
Okay.
Lydia, the day before the games, I'll take you to Taco Bell and we will get you can get whatever you want, okay?
he'll show you
All
how to
right.
eat a taco.
I'll
in
tell you
10 bites, and it should take 2.
I'll tell you what I do the same thing every time I go to Taco Bell. I get 4 soft shell tacos, no lettuce, easy cheese. And then as soon as it comes out, I order 4 more. And then as soon as those come out, I order 4 more. That way they all stay hot. And I get like 12 mild, 12 hot, 12 fire sauce. And like we just get hotter as the tacos go on. It's a very like you would a little bit of a psychopathic process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like if I was into assassinating people, like that would be the beginning scene. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, yeah, you gotta have it hot.
No, I would definitely go back, but I wouldn't say it would be something I would be craving.
No,
It wouldn't be for
that's
me
fine.
either if I only got a soft taco. You got to get wild with it.
Yeah, I didn't order.
I'm a simple man. I just get the same thing every day.
Who ordered?
Parent ordered.
God, you can't trust Perrin for nothing.
I'm sure Lydia knows this, but Jace Peck, John, do you know what a bubbler is?
Is it a soda?
It's a water
No,
fountain,
no.
right?
Yeah, water fountain.
Oh,
Is this is that Wisconsin?
Yeah, probably.
Is it? I'm pretty sure Wisconsin is the only state that uses that terminology. Now, it didn't come to me till just then, so that might be wrong. But I'm pretty sure everybody calls it a water fountain except Wisconsin.
I wonder if
I
Canadians
call it a
bubbler.
water fountain.
What was that, Tyler?
I wonder if the Canadians call it a bubbler.
No idea.
That feels Canadian. I could see it.
Wisconsin gets a little Canadian.
Yeah. Are you a Packers fan?
No, I don't even want to tell you
Great,
what I am.
great deal. Great. No, I don't even care. As long as you're not. I'm a diehard Vikings fan.
Oh,
Lydia.
okay.
So as long as you're not a Packers fan, you're totally fine. What are you? A Chiefs fan?
No, Bears.
Oh, I mean, that's almost just as bad. That's better than Packers, though. I was better than Packers.
How are you a Bears fan?
I don't know. Like half of our
She's
family
addicted
is
to
Bears
pain,
fans.
Tyler. Obviously.
Yeah, I just followed my dad and my older brother.
She
I
heard.
just didn't want to be like all the other Wisconsin people.
Speaking of your dad, when we were at Syndicate, he's wearing his orange shirt. How did that become a thing?
Oh gosh, I think way back when my mom and dad's class reunion, he wore that shirt and then he just happened to wear it at the next, 10-year reunion. And then Wadapalooza, like my first ever big competition, he wore an orange shirt because on the Tina Hills stage, I think it was, if you were watching the live stream, you could see the spectators. And my family back home loved that. And so he was like, I'll wear an orange shirt so you can see me. And ever since, he's worn that same orange shirt.
He just really looks good in it, and he's like, "This is my
At
outfit."
the first event, that's the first like night event, like a big event that they try to hype up. We should hand out a whole bunch of orange shirts so Lydia can't find her dad, and then
So she can't find
and then she's just looking around, and it's all she sees is just a sea of orange.
That'd be cool, just regardless.
Yeah.
And then he should wear like a purple shirt or something, like just yeah.
I think you saw my article today. What is this? What is this green balloon that everybody keeps breathing into?
I think it just helps warm my lungs up. I'm not really into all of the scientific research about it. I just know that for me, I can get my lungs and heart rate going without doing any like physical activity.
That's a Kyle
Save
Root. That's
those
got Kyle
calories.
Roots written all over it.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
Kyle
sure. Go ahead, Spin.
Yeah, Kyle is. I mean, he was in the round table with Brent and the two guys from Isokapnik. So Kyle's definitely deep into it. I assume he's just passing those things out around Training Think Tank.
Yeah.
No, it's the same one.
started-
They hand it down. Like once Lydia's done, she hands it to the next person.
Pass it around.
It's just the same one. Yeah.
No, I started using that like I think back in 2023. Perrin had gotten one and we would like boil it in water and share it.
See,
There you go. I wasn't wrong.
And then I
Yeah.
got my own.
am I crazy? Did you guys know about this? Like,
No,
people were
The
using
green
it?
balloon thing. I mean, I don't really care about it.
I watched. I think Kyle Ruth did a video on this a couple years ago on TTT.
It's not a
Basically,
CrossFit thing. They have it in
Yeah.
endurance sports all the time.
Yeah.
Like I just don't care.
You're getting
course
less
you
and
don't,
less
John.
oxygen every breath, and so you have to utilize more of the oxygen, or your lungs have to open up to utilize more oxygen. I think is roughly how it works, if I can remember that right.
It's about right. John doesn't care about anything he doesn't bring up.
It's not true. Not true at all.
No, I just
I
thought
just
it was
know, I mean, I
interesting.
think, if you want to use it, cool. If you don't, like, it's not a big deal, though. It's not this
Yeah.
state-of-the-art new thing that's going to make your lungs increase by a third of the capacity. It's just a thing.
You never know, John.
I
It
bet
might.
it gives you 10%.
Well, then people would be fitter.
It would have got me those last 3 ring muscle ups.
Yeah,
Probably
that's
could.
fair. That might be the case. Lydia, did you get to see Tyler's failure?
No.
If it's not, it's on YouTube still. You can go find it.
Okay, I will.
He was going to get a free laptop, like the brand new laptop. He had to do 40 ring muscle ups in 5 minutes,
Couldn't do it.
and he got to 37. And
And then I failed.
No.
he actually had like 5 left with like, I want to say
45,
50 seconds
seconds
left. And he waited till like 15 seconds left.
What?
And then just
I was
threw his head
dying.
down.
Yeah.
I was
bet
dying.
you were blown up.
Yep. So now tomorrow he has to do friendly Fran.
Oh, I forgot all about that. Yeah, we're just gonna keep
Oh.
on making him do stuff until he actually does something. And
I
like,
popped
So
the
you
rib
can
out of
actually
place.
win the computer.
yeah, because
Yeah.
we're not gonna give it to him. He's gotta
Gotta
bring
earn it.
So
Fair.
tomorrow is friendly Fran sub 7:30.
Okay.
Do you think he can do that?
I have faith in you.
Thank you, Lydia.
Do you know Tyler's fitness? I know he knows yours, but I don't know if you know. Do you know his?
I don't think
fitness
we've
at all?
ever worked out together.
Okay.
No, we haven't.
So you have
But
faith
that's
in something
okay.
you don't
I
know.
believe in you. As long as you believe in yourself, you can do it.
Thank you, Lydia.
He's
He
gonna, get to
don't,
the-
he don't believe in himself either.
I have like half. I have half belief in myself.
he's gonna have 21 chest to bar pull-ups with a minute left and not get it.
It's gonna be over.
No, I think it's awesome that you're able to qualify. I know with like you popped on everybody's radar last year at Syndicate, and to see you get close at Syndicate, it was fun watching you out there, and then to come back and qualify was awesome. Any plans, goals that you've thought of for the games yet, or is it just too soon to even think about that?
No, I always want to do well, and I mostly have execution goals and not so much placement or leaderboard goals. I think that can maybe get in your head, and there's a lot of uncontrollable factors with the leaderboard goal. So if I could just perform and do the best that I can do per workout, I think I'll be pretty happy with myself, and wherever I end up, that's where I end up for this year.
Yeah, awesome. 5 weeks. That's all.
5 weeks.
I felt bad because I love that you made the games, and you're probably my favorite person to make the games, but I don't want last chance qualifiers to ever be a thing ever again.
Yeah.
Do you feel the same?
I feel the same.
She's like, this year's the last year. Don't mind that I got in. Just
Yeah.
we're done after this year.
I just had to make it my first year. Now I'll make it for real at the in-person event.
Now close the gates. Nobody
Yeah.
else, just me.
Right. Before we head out, if you do want to support Lydia, you can go to trainingthinktank.com.
Is it
Get her.
TTT or Training Think Tank?
trainingthinktank.com, and they have a little shop button up there at the top. Not here to fish around. You got the white shirt, black shirt, open late right there on the
Taco
front.
Bell.
There it
Open
is.
late.
It does look like a Taco Bell.
Yeah, dude. Which is funny because she doesn't even like Taco Bell.
I know.
Oh, it's fine.
It's great. Yeah, there it is. Trainingthinktank.com. Lydia Fish. Thank you. Thank you for
get
joining.
your
Good
shirt.
luck at the games.
Thank you.
We'll be rooting for you.
Yeah.
All right. See you there.
All right.
Yes, you will. I
At
don't know
least-
about
at least one of
Tyler.
us.
I will be there. Spin's not going to be there. Tyler's TBD.
I'll tell you on
Alright.
Monday.
Okay. Are you pulling a TO with that?
Yeah.
Oh, don't fill his head with that. Stop it. He's pulling a Kel Lehman is what he's doing. I'm
not.
That's more of what he's doing over there. So
Might be the case. All right, Lydia, I'll let you get back to it, and
All right,
safe travels
cool.
down there to Atlanta, and good luck at the games.
Thanks
luck
so
training.
much, guys.
have a good one, Miss Lydia.
See ya.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
Bye.
Is the whale dead now?
Dude.
Yeah.
You always tell me. So like I get on here and
I know.
my mic's not plugged up yet. And you're like, you're on your computer, but I know. Give me 5 seconds, Tyler. I'm plugging it up as we go on. And you always have mic problems.
So this neighbor right here never mows during the week, and he's mowing today.
Dude, that was
That-
not a mower. That was,
It was-
somebody
I
said it was
swear.
somebody said it was a Norwal, and I could not get that out of my head. Because every time you talked, I was like, I'm tired.
Good grief. Good stuff. Booster seat. I think she may have graduated from that title. Now that she's at the
Booster
games.
seat? Yeah, man. She's full-fledged 80 pounds. She's out of that thing.
There you go.
She can sit. She's passenger princess now. That's what she
Okay.
is.
All right, there you go.
One day she will drive.
Front seat Lydia right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Front
good
seat
stuff.
fish.
Front seat fish.
All right, we got some viewer comments, and then the final CrossFit Games Mountain of 2025. John is going to tell you exactly who's atop the mountain, and you might be surprised. You might not. We'll find out very soon. Blind rankings.
Not what people think it's going to be. I'm just going to let you know on that.
The mountain never is.
It's kind of might upset some people. I might be upset myself, but we'll see.
You got some blind rankings. I did follow your guidance. It is not CrossFit related.
Ooh, I'm super excited.
I'm not sure you'll like it, but hey, it is what it is.
The problem is
not CrossFit based.
I mean, I'm excited still. One problem though is that Spin doesn't watch movies and he doesn't follow sports. So like two of like the greatest topics of all time that we could do, we're never going to do those because he doesn't do any of those. You know what I mean?
It's probably a good thing.
No, dude, we would have so much fun talking about movies and sports. You kidding me?
It's a CrossFit joke.
It happens. And then we'll end up with some double under crossovers, some PFA stuff, movementstandards.com, and whatever else we feel like talking about to wrap up the show. Yeah, the Duco. Viewer comments. First one. All right, calm down, John. This one's for you.
Hold on, let me get my milk out. I don't know if it's. I'm just.
We're drinking some Core Power.
I think it's not the one that you're thinking of.
I don't know what this name is, but I'm gonna drink.
Somebody was very
just
upset
for you. I'm gonna drink this whole thing right now.
Yeah, somebody was very upset with John eating and drinking on the show. They must be new here. All right, viewer comments. If you're watching this on replay, somebody just messaged me and said, "Can we do this any earlier?" Because the dude's over there in Pedro zone in Europe. No, can't do it any earlier. So you can leave a comment though, and we can maybe read it if it's good enough.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I wish we could do it earlier. If it were up to me, we would, because I love Europe. Spin hates Europe.
You call Europeans weak.
I love the
doesn't mean he
European
hates them.
people. Yeah, I don't hate you because you're weak.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't hate how you look. I just hate what you lift.
Yeah, there you go. That's fair.
Lydia just messaged me and told me I could borrow her a green balloon, see if I can get 7:30 onto the workout tomorrow.
You need it. Yeah, there's a lot riding on that one. All right, Lido Calogiani. She was on Team Meat Spin during the Open.
Losers.
That was true. Just wanted to say thank you to John.
Is this the CrossFitter Toby Buckland?
Yes.
I mean, it has to be.
There can be multiple Toby Bucklands.
I mean,
well, I'm sorry that you feel that way, man. I don't dislike any of y'all.
Games bound Toby Buckland.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Yeah,
it's gotta be. I don't know any other Toby Buckland that's from.
You know
England.
what, Toby Buckland? I wish the best for you at the games. Is he on the thing? Not the mountain. Is he on the? I know. Yeah, if it is, I'm gonna stop talking nice about it because he starts to get so mad.
Toby's been listening for a long time, guys.
Hold on. Okay.
Long time watcher, first time chatter. I think is kind of how you want to say it.
Toby, don't take anything that I say with a grain of salt, or take everything I say with a grain of salt.
Don't take it full straight.
But what's coming, you're not going to like. So I'm saying. Go ahead.
Oh, God. Lido Calagiani. Just want to say thank you, John, because I followed John's advice to put up the saddle on the Echo Bike. And I could easily hold an extra 6 to 7 RPM without it feeling any harder.
Guys, it's I know. And now
blown.
Let me tell you something. Now, every single person that you see that's low on the bike, you know you're going to beat them because they're going to get more tired than you quicker. So all of a sudden, they're going to think you're a good biker, and you're really not. You're just smarter. Everybody's dumb and has their seat low for no reason. Like they used to tell you to have your knee with a slight bend extended, or I don't know if they tell you that in L1 school, but you know what I'm talking about, Tyler. Like
L1 school.
They say that how your seat height on the assault bike, that's what it should be.
Almost a full extension, but not quite.
Idiots. You need to put the seat up all the way. And then you should put it as high as you can where you can still pedal, where you're not reaching down.
And
try to pedal. Try to pedal
a little bit. It's okay.
Yeah. No. But listen, try to pedal before you make that decision. Don't just like reach down, because you're going to lean forward when you pedal, and now you're lower. It's the most optimal power you're going to have. All of a sudden, you're going to be way, way better at biking. The Echo bike does not need to be hard for y'all. You just got to be smart.
Or you just do the Tyler method and stand next to it and just kind of estimate it. And then
even spin. We're talking about cadences too, right? Like before, spin's operating at like a 77 cadence, and I'm like, brother, you could be so much better than you are. And am I wrong, Spin? Are you not?
You are correct. You are correct,
Sarah. You're taller than me. You need to be at a 7.
How tall is Sarah?
So you met her at the games.
Yeah, but I don't remember how tall she was.
She's taller than me.
She told me
she
to
might
chug,
be
she
as
told me to
tall as
chug.
maybe she has short legs and a tall torso, and it doesn't work.
Could be.
I don't know. Let's see. Next one. Andrew Farmer.
Hold on. I want to pull this one up. This was pretty good. I was going to give you credit, Ed. That was a good one.
Maybe.
Yeah, Sarah, I would say 7 then. I would say 7. I'm 5'10" and on an 8. I would try 6 if it's uncomfortable. Like, edge your way up. Don't just go, because it will feel uncomfortable. Just edge your way up.
Edge it.
6'4".
You should be on the highest setting, JC. What are
Max
you doing?
that sucker out.
Jesus Christ, you need to be on a 10. Good grief, JC.
Andrew Farmer. He's bringing the Murfreesboro news. The residential area near the Patterson Community Center is getting restored, along with the renovation to Patterson Park.
Nice.
So there you go.
All along for your Murfreesboro news.
Patterson is community center, and the park is going to be real nice here soon.
Can you buy a zebra?
Yeah.
The Fords did.
Yeah, that's right.
I think we should buy a zebra, man. We should buy that Murfreesboro zebra.
We could keep it. It spins.
Spin. Do you have room for a zebra?
I do.
This could be like the mascot for the whole locker room, dude.
The entire, yeah.
Yeah. What would we name it?
Tony.
No, dude, we could come up with something clever. We could name it Brian. That sounded better in my head, man. I'm sorry. I forgot. I think of you as Spin, not Brian. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. Next
I
time.
do that.
I'm so down for buying this zebra, though. We got to figure out how much it costs. Spin, if you could do that, we should
like 10,000. Just raise
$10,000.
Yeah, something like that.
I could buy a grid team with that.
You could. You could expand. At Coffee Pods and Wads, you may have heard of him. I just want to have my comment read out. No. Lee Frazier, seriously, 3 short. Come on, man. Get him a laptop. If I was your Nana, you'd have already gotten one. So dang close.
Then you're raising weak people because
you can't buy me one.
You
have that option.
No, stop it right now. This is not the land of handouts. Okay? If you can't do it, you will never get a laptop. We will kill you until you get one. And if you die, then you don't deserve to get a laptop.
Won't need a laptop. Good point, John.
You're dead. You have to earn this laptop, Tyler. You're not going to get out of it.
Yeah.
I do hope it's not like 17 weeks ongoing. And you still
if I don't get it in 3, I'm going to be really upset with myself.
Although
it's not going to happen in 2.
It would make an amazing bit though if it's like week 46 of Will Tyler
Here we go.
This laptop. I feel like after 5, we got to make it more doable, like 38 ring muscle ups in 5 minutes or something like that.
Just start changing the cap as I get closer to it.
I don't think if
Renata, go do your research. This really pissed me off. I've earned everything. Okay, it's not my fault. I'm successful when I get put under pressure. Okay, go do your research.
Lauren Torresola, laptop fund, $1.99. Thank you.
Thank you. It is $1.99 to watch the show. It turns out today.
I'm really curious if we had given Tyler an extra bonus minute, if he could have gotten those 3.
I think I could have.
I think he would have eventually got there, but he was roasted. Nick, thank the good Lord that's not a rule, because I don't think I'll ever do it ever again. That's
true. Oh, here we go. Trish Bushi. Zebras go for $74.50 for male and $89.60 for female in Texas.
Why? I like the in Texas.
Well, because they have them in Texas.
Females are more because of breeding.
Because they're probably not. Well, probably because of breeding, but they're probably not nearly as stubborn to deal with. I bet they can't give males away because they're
sure that was
assholes.
And you could.
That's why he jumped over whatever fence they had and started running wild for a week.
Yeah, no, we definitely should get a male. If we get a female, Taylor might get excited. So we should just definitely get a male.
Yeah. Let's see, last one at Surmat111. Surmat's going to give you some advice for tomorrow too, but this one should have done 4 every 30 seconds, Tyler. And you would.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
If you're going to give advice, take a video of you doing 40 under 5 minutes.
Now, John, that could bite you in the ass real hard. Maybe you shouldn't say that.
And be like, it's not going to bite me. I'm not doing it.
You give more advice for things you can't do than any other person.
That's different. This is my job.
Oh, okay.
That's it. And most of the time I'm proven right. Like, I feel like I have a track record to give advice. This dude, let's click on his little profile and see what he's putting out. I bet it's not every 30 seconds 4 ring muscle ups.
Sir Matt 111. Wonder if that's Matt Frazier. I don't know. Vindicate. See if Tyler can take on John's taco eating regimen for time.
I'm telling you right now, any food challenge John can give me, I will beat him in. Any.
A gallon of Ovaltine in under an hour.
Except for that one.
I don't put it past him. I don't claim to be some like great eater.
You just eat.
I would be 675 pounds if I didn't do CrossFit.
I won't even take you up on it. I don't want to hurt. Like, I don't want to like push my stomach to any kind of thing.
My brother-in-law was pretty big. He was like 300 pounds. He played at Louisville, football at Louisville. And then like growing up, I was pretty overweight. And I remember we would go to like Golden Corral and stuff. And I thought the feeling you were supposed to have anytime you ate was like, I hurt. And so now, like, it took me years to like coach myself out of that. So now if I need to access it, it's there, baby, the whole time.
I think chicken nuggets I would do well. We did like 40 for time or something. 40? It's got to be a decent amount spin. Tyler, I won't say that I could beat you. I'm just saying I would do well in that.
Oh, you hang. All right.
I don't know if we've ever seen you be this crazy eating guy.
This is new. Max effort chicken nuggets in 5 minutes between John and Tyler.
That's week 3. Week 3.
If you go to the if you go to the games, we should that'll be like our ice tub thing.
Yeah.
We'll
do an ice tub and then
we could do
that.
No, because I can't move.
John be fucked up.
We could just do 40 nuggets for time. We both get 2 20-piece, and then you rock.
Lee Frazier.
For the record, I'm not saying I would win, but I'm just down to do the contest.
$9.99. Thank you, Lee.
Thank you, Lee.
He's helping Tyler out. Still has to earn it though. So there you go. Viewer comments, leave them below. If you're watching this after the fact, John, you get viewer comments and the mountain because I had to change the graphics and I messed up the colors. So it is what it is.
You messed up the colors.
I did. John, are you ready?
I'm ready, man. Let's do it.
All right. You ready to start with the first part?
Yeah. Which one are we doing first? We're doing the
Well, you told me to.
DEI. All right, guys. This is the DEI of the games. We're under a new regiment. We sold the game. CrossFit sold to somebody. We'll figure it out. Regime change. Thank you, Tyler.
Every day now, right?
So, unfortunately, diversity rules still apply. It's not like affirmative action or anything, but it is. You got to have something of everything.
What college campus is this?
Don't know.
Indiana. So this is the DEI of the games. Go ahead and bring them up.
All right, here we go. Sorry, guys. This is the views and opinions of John do not necessarily reflect those of me and Tyler, but here you go.
All right, now, and this is people. These are people that I do not expect to do anything at the games. Okay. And the only reason I call them DEI of the games is because they got here through the circumstances that get you to the games. We have to do Rebel Renegade. We have to do the Far East Throwdown. We have to do Copa Sur. And these are the people that came from those places. Okay. Now, if you want me to talk good about you, then do something. But money is on. You won't do anything. So, Toby, sorry, I forgot. Quite frankly, I forgot that you were on this part of the list. But it still applies. Okay, I'm not backing down from it. Okay. Now, Tyler, I would like to challenge you. Can you say these people's full names? Can you say their first names? Their last names are on here. Let's see you rock through this. Don't look them up.
Sean Newman, Toby Buckland.
Hold on, time out. It's Isaac.
Nope.
It's Isaac Newman.
Whatever.
No, keep going. You're
John Sigahayat.
Hold on. You're on Toby Buckland. You got
Toby
that one.
Buckland.
Okay, you should get Setagat. He's been to the games 37 times. You just can't ever get over here.
John Sigahayat.
Morteza Setagat.
I don't feel good about his chances of getting a visa.
Well, whoever comes out of there, they would be here too. Okay.
Oscar Moriera.
Ooh, that one was really close. It's actually Enrique.
Enrique, yeah. It's close.
All right, go ahead.
Tori Meza.
Oh, I feel like you should have got this one, dude. She I think we talked about this girl, Mariana Meza.
Mariana. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She qualified out of the Far East Throwdown.
Yeah.
She came all the way from Mexico.
I think you should get this one. We've talked about this girl before.
Yep. Here we go. Livy Livididakis.
Oh, so close. Christina Livididakis.
Damn.
All right. Next up.
Cynthia.
I thought it was Levada Takis.
Listen,
No?
we're gonna rock with Livididakis and
Leviticus. Got it.
no, Livididakis.
Yeah, that's what I said.
And if it's not that, you can tell us off at the games, and then we'll get it right from then on. Go ahead. Next.
I think I said Cynthia Quintero.
Maria Quintero.
Nice. Marquez. Sophia.
Louisa.
I got the
So the fact that Tyler, who I would say like
doesn't know a lot.
No. Okay. Like I would say Tyler in analyst land doesn't know a lot, but as far as to like Gen Pop, who's into the CrossFit games, you know more than 90% of those people.
Yes.
That would watch the games because they want to watch the CrossFit games. I would say 90% more than 90% of those people. You knew one name. And that name commented on our freaking show.
I've been following Toby for a while.
Whatever. If he wasn't here, listen. Brian Friend is rolling in his grave right now that you don't know these people's names.
Yeah,
But
I'm gonna lose a lot of sleep.
I'm going to tell you, I only know their names because after they qualified, and
you
so
had to research them.
I had to research.
We picked Toby to qualify.
We picked a name of Rebel Renegade. You're right, absolutely. So. What I'm saying is I don't expect these people to do much at the games. If you do, prove me wrong. We'll start talking about you. Tyler will know your name. Okay. And you will get off of the DEI of the games.
Hey, if we get our own live show at the games, these 8 right here will get more coverage than any other place.
Facts. Absolutely facts. But I bet you still don't know their names after the CrossFit Games. And that's because they will not do much when they get there. Now, I hope you prove me wrong. All of you people, I hope you prove me wrong. And I don't even mean to say you people. All of you games qualifying people, fittest people in the world. But if I think that Tyler Christoffel could beat you men in these events, you shouldn't be there.
In all fairness, I got Jordan Hayward's name wrong. I called him John Hayward at least 6 times after I met him.
Yeah, Tyler's not great with names, but what I'm making a point is I just don't expect you guys to do a ton at the games when you get there. Again, I do hope you prove me wrong. I hope Luisa Marquez is like the craziest thing that ever came out of somewhere, and then we know everything about her. Okay. But until then, this is where you are.
Hey, who's your top pick of these 8? For the men, one for the men.
If Morteza makes it, I would say him. Just because.
But he didn't.
But if he gets here, I'm saying.
Oh.
Yeah, but he's not.
Then I don't know.
Tiago Luges from Portugal will be the backfill if that comes to that.
Yeah, honestly, I think I would say Mariana Meza. I think Mariana Meza will place higher than any of the people that are on this list.
I got faith in Quintero.
You don't even know Quintero. What's her name?
How'd she do it?
I already told you.
How'd she do it? Tier Wadapalooza, Tyler?
Badly. I told you her name. What is her name? We already said it. What's her name?
Cynthia.
Maria. Her name is Maria.
She's from Colombia, Tyler.
Yeah. And then I got Toby.
And that's just because he's the only guy that you know.
Look at him, dude. He looks like a machine.
Yeah. But look at the traps on Newman.
He's flexing. Everybody can do that.
Guys, looks mean nothing in the world of fitness.
He's like
See how jacked I looked?
He's a proven athlete. He's gonna be great.
Does Justin Medeiros look like a machine?
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't see him anymore.
Or does he look like?
Look at that guy.
That was.
He looks like a panchick.
He needs to close his mouth. He could probably. I just want to put like French fries in there.
He's so needing oxygen right now. He's trying to get all of it in. He looks like a mix between a panchick and Quant.
Yes. That is an astute observation.
He just qualified for the games right there.
Now pull up Toby.
Now I want them to just be, I want all of them to just be amazing. I hope we see awesomeness and then they just, say F you to me. I want that, right? Just like Spencer Panchik did. That was an amazing moment, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would bet against it and then we will wait and see.
Look at that. He's way more jacked. Look at those delts.
God,
huge.
Muscles mean nothing, guys.
Okay.
How much weight is on here?
I think that's
enough.
It looks like maybe 146.
Okay, so less than 330 pounds. It's not that much.
For a double from the hang?
I'll do 350 tomorrow, Tyler. Like
do it.
It's I will. It won't be difficult.
Do it after.
I did 335 for 3 of the proven.
That was probably the 8th out of 9 workouts though, John.
That was after a workout for me. That's the equivalent for after 8 or 9 workouts. Anyway, that's the DEI of the games. I hope you guys all in well. I don't think you'll do much. Prove me wrong. I'm looking forward to it.
All right. I guess it's time for the mountain then, huh?
Yeah, it's time. And I do want to say, I'm going to get like hate from these specific people and their fans. And I understand that. I just said that you were going to suck. I do know your names. I did research on all of you. Tyler doesn't know anything about you.
They weren't high enough on his spreadsheet to pay attention. All right, here we go. The mountain. Games mountain is here.
Here we go.
Start from the top or the bottom?
This is the bottom, please.
Okay.
Do not start from the top. Good grief. This is the right way to look at
But
it.
we all know
Hey,
who's at the top, though, John. So why?
that's the right way to look at it. Right way to look at it. You know, I actually, Colin Bosshard, I said that he wouldn't do well, and then he made the games, but he did it online, and I was like, "Ugh, come on, brother, you gotta do it in person. Come on, like that's." But no, I'm looking forward to it all day. All right, let's go. Bottom row.
All right. Bottom row. Harry
All
Lightfoot,
right.
Hadi Canyo, Chris Ibarra, Alex Gazan, Lexi Neely, Amy Kringle, Claudia Gluck.
Yeah, and now I want y'all to notice something. There's not going to be any rookies on the mountain. I'm pretty sure we did this last year. We had Rookie Hill. You cannot be on Games Mountain without actually being at the games, and so I'm not going to put you there until
Even if they show promise.
Even if they show promise. That's what Rookie Hill is for.
Unless you lose
Was
the
Austin
game,
on the
okay.
was Austin on the mountain last
Austin was at the top of Rookie Hill.
year? Was he?
He was. He might have been on both of them, but he definitely was on Rookie Hill. That's all I can say. We'll have to go back and check the tape. But I didn't put rookies on here for that reason. And there is no Austin Hatfield out of the rookies. So when a once-in-a-generation person comes along, maybe they can go on both. But for now, no. Alex Kazan was much higher. She tried to leap up a couple of 1,000 feet at once, took one step too much, and then a truck came out of nowhere on the mountain, like blew off of the trail,
dangerous.
T-boned her. Thank goodness Jake had his camera out so he could see Alex fall and break her fibula. But she still hung on because Alex has pulling capacity for days, right? So she still hung on to the mountain, even though she fell down because of this truck that, ran off of a trail and hit her. But we do have it on camera. Thank you, Jake. So Lexi Neely, it felt wrong to not put her up here. You want to show Alex real quick?
Yeah.
He's going to clip of Alex. This is 90 pounds for 3 pull-ups. That last one's a little cheatery, but we'll still count it. That one's solid.
That one's
I don't know about that one.
1.9.
Now, all right, solid 100 pounds for 1 pull-up. I want you guys to go out there and do a 100-pound weighted pull-up and see how you feel. But so Alex doesn't leave. I want Lexi Neely, I think, has earned her way on the mountain. She is a home run hitter. I was super impressed at Syndicate whenever she did the last sandbags and beat everybody and really kind of like took that spot away from Reese Littlewood and Kyra Milligan and anybody who wanted to be in that spot. She kind of just took it away from everybody. So she's earned her way on the mountain. Amy Kringle, Claudia Gluck, the European contingent. I think they'll be great. Claudia gymnastics workouts, Amy and cardio workouts. That's about what they are. You know what I mean? So, like, if they are better in the other things, we will see. They have the ability to climb up the mountain. But for now, if it's a gymnastics workout, I think Claudia. If it's endurance workout, I think Amy. And then I don't really think anything of them after that fact. Chris Ibarra, I think he's just going to be nice and steady. 12th through 20th place by the end of the weekend. And yeah, I kind of think the same of Harry Lightfoot, but the UK version.
That was a little surprising. I wasn't expecting Harry Lightfoot to be on Games.
Yeah,
Mountain.
dude, Harry Lightfoot, I think, is underrated. Not a lot underrated, but he always does better than I think he's going to do.
Mm-hmm.
I just think he's another name that made it just because it's Europe, and the European men tend to be weaker than the American men, and he tend to, and he bucks that trend almost every single time. So like Harry Lightfoot, I've been like wherever I like put him, I just think, okay, now I need to go 4 spots higher because he always just exceeds what I think of him, and I need to start thinking of him in a higher light. He's much better. He's very all around. Like his top end strength isn't great, but he's better than people think he is. He is the UK version of Chris Ibarra, to a T.
Is he the best European male?
this year.
We'll have
Yeah.
to keep going on the mountain and see.
I want to push back a little bit on Alex. I think you way overranked her. I think she's going to get last, and if she doesn't get last, she's going to get second to last.
She will beat all of the DEI patients.
Okay. I hate to say that because I
easily,
like Alex,
easily.
but
Here's the thing: a legless rope climb workout, she'll still win. Her legs not hurting her on there. You don't use your legs. It's strength. Dude, I think even like a lifting workout, as long as she can do the movement, she'll be middle of the pack because she was going to win that to begin with.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you paid attention to it, but like she puts weight on this leg already. Like she comes down and she's not like she comes down on her good leg, but she does walk gingerly, right? Like look at that. Like there's some weight on that, which is,
dude, I don't expect her like win lifting workouts, but I think she's going to be better than you think.
not even about better. Like, is she going to like, my whole concern when all this happened was 6 miles of running is not an easy task.
Oh, I think you just like kind of like,
6 miles of shuffling.
Just stick with Annika on that one. Like you and Annika be a team.
Okay, fair enough. Are we going to the next one?
Next row. All
right, here we go.
All right, not a ton of change in this row. This is my all-female row.
A lot of females throughout all this right now, John.
Well, that means there's going to be a lot of men up near the top, and for good reason. The females haven't really been doing anything. Nobody's really stood out. Alex stood out in NorCal, and then a truck hit her on the top of the mountain. So I put Brooke there she was there instead of Emily Rolfe. Emily Rolfe was still on the mountain, but didn't really know if she wanted to climb or not. There was another much smaller mountain that looked more climbable called the WFP mountain. And it's, about 100 miles away, but you could see it from the top of this mountain. And she's like that, there's not as many people who care about that mountain. I'm going to go do that mountain, and then got hurt kind of doing that mountain. And then she just wasn't able to play on this one anymore. They're better people. Brooke, I mean,
climbing too many mountains is dangerous.
It is. You can't climb multiple mountains. I tell people that every day. You got to pick one and give your all in that one. Right. Brooke had to go through security on the way to the mountain pass. Because you're not allowed to bring like weapons, and you have to be able to do the movements correctly, like different climbing movements. They have to make sure you're safe. And, I don't know which one it was, but she wasn't able to do all of the movements safely in order for her to climb. And so she had to kind of have a long way through security, but she finally made it through. She had to get retested on it again. And this time her movements were flawless. Just took her a couple times to get through. But no, she's back on the mountain, ready to climb. So that's Brooke. Okay. Her and Emily swap on to the next row. The rest of the girls, they've been here.
Well, that's that. You're just going to just breeze past. Gracie Walton. Gracie Walton just hangs out there.
She's underrated.
Yeah. There's no. Gracie is?
Yeah. She's the only one I have qualms with on this row. Okay. Gracie. She should be up 2 levels.
Well, let's look at the levels. Let's look at the levels before you say that, okay? Because you have to say she's above, because there are men on this too. It's not just like there's 2 levels of women, right? We're about to have an all-man row. Okay, let's go, Smith.
Well, hold on. What about Fisa Gaffi?
What about her?
Are you? This would be her best finish at the games, unless there's like 17 women above this.
Yes, I think this will be her best finish at the games. I think Fisa Gaffi has an outside shot of being top 10.
Top 5?
I don't think she'll be top 5. But I think not even an outside shot. I think she'll be like 10th or 11th place. And that's where this row is. All of these women, I think, this row is like 7th to 13th place. All of these women. 7 to 13th
pretty good for
place.
B.
Yeah. And I don't.
A little disrespectful to Haley, but
Well, you say that, but I don't think she's the Haley of old.
Okay.
The
Just
Haley
old
of
Haley.
the Haley of old wins the first event. Like
No, she takes
almost-
second to Tia.
no, she would beat Tia in the running events. She
What?
won on the 3-mile toe to bar event. Emily Rolfe was second. Tia was like fourth in that. No, Haley used to be a better runner than
She
Tia.
had to get stronger. She wasn't going to be the fastest.
Okay, she took a year off, and now, like, I think her home run ability was better than her lack of strength. And now that she's like gotten stronger, we'll see. Because I don't think she's gotten stronger enough to cover up for the lack of her home run ability that she used to have. Does that make sense?
That's based on looking at what Mayhem and
Every competition she's done for the last year. Yeah, dude. Tell me the running event where we're like, oh my gosh, Haley's just dwarfing everybody, where she was better than Tia. Go back and look. She was a better runner than Tia. And
Ain't gonna be
and
now.
maybe not High Rocks Tia, but the Tia then. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
now she's not. And she's not just, it's not just Tia. Like, all of the like really good runners are a better runner than her. And she used to be like, I think Amy Kringle's a better runner than her. I think Amy Kringle's going to take her to school in the first event. And she would used to win these first events. So now you're telling me, like, say she gets like 7th place or 6th place, we'll say 6th place in the first event. She would have to be like 7 spots higher more than that, like 12 spots higher in a strength event to cover up that gap, because the points are worth more at the top than they are at the bottom. So if she has to be 12 spots more in a strength event to cover up what used to be that home run, I don't think that's the case. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, and then I am disrespectful to Haley right now. And if that's the case, go Haley, right?
I think Haley's top 5 material.
I don't. And if she does end up being top 5, then I'll eat my words, and Haley's great. You know?
Okay. Fair enough.
I actually agree with John.
Oh, okay. Odd one out. Next up,
I think Haley's a solid 6th place.
it's the row of dudes and Miss Domit.
Yep. Nothing to say here.
Nothing.
That's a big jump for Domit, though, right? At the games, anyway.
Hold on, Spin. I think you. No. You're good. You put her in a
Mertens.
different spot than I have her. Yeah. So Mertens dropped. Mertens. The big thing about Abby Doman, I'm buying the Kool-Aid a little bit. I don't want to, because I think you're going to get burnt the second you buy the Kool-Aid. I did it the first time around when everybody wanted to put her up real high, and I did not put her up very high, and then I was right. But I don't know. I think she's going to beat all these girls that are down there. And yeah, Haley's probably the best one out of those girls.
That's what I said.
I don't know, dude. I hate to sound like Tyler. I hate it. Like, no part of me wants to say this, but Abby Doman just has like this it factor that I want her to be good, and it feels like she's going to be good. And so I'm going to say that she's going to be good. Now, I would say this is wrong like more than half of the time.
Feed into that feeling, John. It feels good, doesn't it?
But I did it. I need to stand by it. I don't feel good about it, but I did do it, and I'm gonna predict Abby to beat all of these girls. I'm gonna predict Abby Doman to be 5th place at the CrossFit Games.
Well, while Mertens dropped, Ricky jumped way up. He was, I think, on the bottom row last time.
He did. So when you say way up, the all-female row stays there. He jumps 1 row for like the guys. Like it's because it was an all-female row, an all-male row. I think the men.
I mean, you could have moved him up 1 row and then moved Haley up a row, and then we'd all be good.
You're right. For you, we'd all be good. I think Abby's going to beat Haley, but Ricky is a top-tier games athlete. I think he's going to be top 10. I think he's probably going to be top 7. he's still on the bottom of this little tier. Colton would be ahead of these guys, but Colton is hurt, and I don't know how you come back from that. Like he's hurt enough to withdraw from NorCal, and I'm just dropping him because he can't train at full intensity right now. And if everybody's training at full intensity, and he's not, I'm going to drop him a row. So that's that.
Are we past the point where Ricky can win the games?
I think so.
I don't think so.
I do. I think the year him and Roman both I kind of put in the same mold. Like they had 2 or 3 years. Like his best year, honestly, for him to win the games, he went and wrecked his bike and didn't do the games at all. And that's on him. But like when he was third, Roman was second, and Justin won. Like that's the year to win the games, and you didn't. And I think their window was 3 years, and now it's gone because I don't think they're in the same class as Jeff and Austin. And I don't think, and I do think that they could be in the same class as the guys that we're going to call up here soon. I mean, I have Roman in that class. I think Ricky could be in there, but he's so inconsistent. It's like the best Ricky is in that class of guys. And then not the best Ricky is down a row. But I don't think it's outside the top 10.
I think you have too much recency bias. Last year, it was his first year with Proven, so they're still working out the kinks. And he got a little hurt at the games.
Hurt. That ankle was almost snapped in half.
Yeah. I think we're probably going to see the best Ricky we've ever seen.
And what evidence would point to that?
He won Torian.
Okay. Over Jay. That's it.
Jay's better than he's ever been.
It's true.
Is Jay better than James Sprague?
I think on certain days.
On certain workouts.
He was still with Kotler last year. How about
that? I think I'm going off of history a little bit. I don't think that we're through that period where he took a big dip. I think he's still got a couple good years left in him. And now that everything's lining up, I think he'll do really, really well this year. Probably top 3.
Top 3 podium.
Okay.
That's just doomed him. I'm sorry, Ricky.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sorry.
I'm gonna say Ricky gets 6th.
Still not a bad placement, but
it's not podium like Tyler said.
Yep.
All right, next row. More chicks.
All right,
all of them.
Now,
more chicks.
Yeah, and this is who is fighting for the podium. Okay, is these 4 women. Second and third place is up for grabs, and 2 of those spots are going to go to 2 of these women.
Which 2?
That's the question. They're all in the same row. Now, not any of them are above anybody. I don't know.
Yes, there is one that's above everybody.
And I'm gonna wait. And I'm gonna wait till the workouts come out or more workouts come out to actually make predictions on it. If Tyler says Alexis Raptis is above everybody, I used to agree with him like 7 months ago, and then every single competition she's done has said that Alexis Raptis is not better than these women. Now, I think Alexis Raptis on her best day is the best one out of these girls. Are you going to get her best day? She is one of the most inconsistent people there is when it comes to workout competition. Danielle Brandon, depending on the workouts, can be amazing. She can also melt down at any moment. You don't know. It does, like, you just don't know. There's a heavy back squat or heavy deadlift workout. Danielle Brandon's out. I know Lucy Campbell's taking a big hit there, but Lucy Campbell is mentally probably the strongest one out of all 4 of these girls. Lucy Campbell came back from having her hand about amputated. She was almost like hook hand Lucy. that was Lucy Campbell, right? And instead, she's climbed all the way back up to here. She's the only woman to beat Laura Horvath, other than Tia. Like, Lucy Campbell is far more capable than I think people think, and she deserves to be on this row, and she could easily get one of these 2 spots. I really think between the 4 of these women that it just depends on the programming. Whatever the programming leans towards, like, their strengths / weaknesses, that's who will finish second and third. Ariel Lowen has honestly done better than Lucy Campbell excluded. All we've seen is online from Ariel Lowen, but she's been fantastic, right? She's been better than all of these women online. Online is not in person. Take my strong hand.
He's killing it. He's killing it today.
Listen. He's not wrong. That's what's scary about Alexis. You know what I mean? And I was all about Alexis, and I do agree with Tyler on if Alexis is on and she feels good and it's her best day. Yeah, I think she's fitter than all these girls, but that's like 30% of the time. And so I can't put her ahead of them. I think all 4 of these girls are on equal ground, and it just depends on what programming hits them the best.
John, how much would it cost to put Ariel Lowen on the top of the mountain? Because Lee Frazier is now giving us $9.99. Thank you, Lee.
Turns out it costs $10.
Would it put my seat AL on the top?
Sweet Ariel Lowen on the top. I'm assuming that's the case.
How much money would it take? You cannot bribe me.
Can't be bought.
I can't be bought. No, listen. I can be bought.
You will get your comment read aloud though.
So. Well, yeah, you will. I can be bought for 1 week. 1 week, I'll put Ariel Lowen on the top, and then the next week, I'm coming out with a new one and saying this is the real one. Okay, that's what I'll do that for anybody, just so they can feel it. But it's not the real thing. And I'm coming out with one a week later, and I'm saying this is the real, unbiased mountain.
John,
so you can be bought.
You need a screenshot of what was that game on Price is Right, where the mountain climber,
the yodel guy, yodel,
yeah. And anytime somebody changes your mind, you just post a picture of that person and on that.
Oh, the little emoji.
Yeah.
Oh, they're climbing. They are climbing. Yeah. All right. Next
line. All right, we're getting close to the top. I'm getting nervous. Oh, here we go. Dallin, Jason, Roman.
All right. This is your. I think any 3 of these guys could win the games. I don't think any 3 of these guys will win, but they could win. Everything would have to line up perfectly for them. And Jeff and Austin would have to make mistakes. Austin's plenty susceptible to that. And Jeff, if something new comes out, what they don't tell somebody, then Jeff is susceptible to that. So, like, I think this could line up for any one of these 3, and they could win. They could win the games. But I don't think they will. And so really this is your like 3rd place. I do think one of these guys will be 3rd place. And this is my lock for like the top 5.
I think the case you made for Roman for Ricky is the case for Roman.
That he's washed,
cooked.
Okay. I disagree.
Roman crushed it. Was it
Wadland? At
Wadland?
Yeah, I don't really care about Wadland, but he kind of crushed it at Mayhem, dude. He was the best of the rest at Mayhem.
I would like to know if you take that 1st place finish away from him in that last event. You can't just, if I take his best event away, how would he do? That's gay. Like that. No, you can't. Roman was the best. Listen, it was Austin Hatfield and Colton Mertens
Roman beat everybody else. He beat James. He beat Hopper. He beat not Dallin because Dallin wasn't there, but he beat those other two. Like Roman is solidified in this tier.
He's the only one who wasn't doing the WFP.
What?
He's in WFP.
Right?
He's
Is
in
he?
there.
Oh, okay.
Didn't see him, did you?
No.
Hmm.
Must have not been noteworthy.
You're paying attention to Ricky because he wasn't really doing anything either.
It's true.
I wasn't.
Lee Frazier trying to buy John's. Trying to see what it is.
You're gonna have to keep bumping it up, Lee. Keep why don't you, hey, shift that period down a couple spots, and then we can start talking.
Okay.
You gotta. I gotta go on a rant. You gotta realize there's gay and then there's gay. Okay.
All right, you're gonna go on a Louis C.K. spiel here.
You just gotta know. Okay. There's white and then there's white. Okay. Those are two different things.
Ooh, I'm not familiar.
Same
with
thing.
that one.
It's like, don't be so white. And he's a white guy.
Okay.
Two different things.
Yeah. Like, don't be a librarian, and then that's a librarian.
Mm.
A little miss, but yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
We're on the right track. I see.
Yeah.
I
I got you. I'm rocking with you.
If we can't make fun of you, we can't be friends with you. So
true.
there you go.
All right, we're getting very close to the top. We only got.
I don't know if
spots
people are doing the math here, but I think people will start freaking out here in a minute.
I'm freaking out.
Let's
Tyler,
go ahead and do the next one.
There are not a lot of spots left.
Oh, James Sprague and Austin Hatfield.
All right, the big switch on this is Austin Hatfield is no longer on top of the mountain, and that's because the mountain is unbiased and it doesn't play favorites. It is the only thing that tells the truth in the world of fitness. It is honest to a fault. And Austin Hatfield cannot climb a shorty rope. He can't do it. We watched him try to do it, and he was obliterated, right? And like Dave said, if you can't climb this rope, we're not even going to let you podium. He said that to Rich, right? I'm telling Austin, if you can't climb a freaking rope and letting Taylor Self, like, never made the games ever, just semi-final, washed up, knee having, can't squat to save his life, Self destroy you, like utterly just.
It was just an exhibition, John.
Oh my gosh. It doesn't matter. Apollo Creed died in an exhibition.
Dude, that was the best thing that's ever happened to him.
Its pride is on the line. I don't care what it's called, but you can't have that happen to you where you get capped in a workout. There was some dude who's in the grid league that beat him. Like that's new to the grid league. You don't even know his name. His name is Nathan Cobb, by the way. I'm happy for Nathan Cobb.
Shout out.
Nathan Cobb.
CrossFit on the Plains.
You beat one of the fittest men in the world, and Austin should be ashamed of himself.
Maybe Austin learned his lesson.
He was eating popcorn right before that event, dude.
I cannot have somebody on top of the mountain if you don't respect the game and you get crushed by Taylor, who I know Taylor's gonna be very hard to beat in that particular event, but there were guys who did it. Spencer Panchik destroyed everybody in that. And if you're getting beat by Spencer Panchik, that's just as bad as getting beat by Taylor. Okay, like so
Why do we fall, John?
You cannot to get back up for sure. Oh, I think he's capable of getting back up to the top.
That's what I'm saying. Best thing that could have happened to him.
And listen, when I make, and this isn't my game's predictions, right? My game's predictions could be completely different from this, but for now, you cannot be on top of the mountain if you let something like that happen. I'm not going to play favorites. It's the most trash I've ever seen you. Like Austin's made execution errors before. And I'm like, guys, he's so fit. Like, you don't understand. Like, this happened and this happened and this judge was a dick. It can't be like, you know what I mean? Like, there's excuses that I can make for him. There is nothing I can make for him in that moment. I've never been more disappointed. I couldn't even look Mama Hatfield in the eye. I was that disappointed because I knew she was I'm pretty sure she was in tears watching her son fail over and over and get capped like that. So all that to say is you're still very high on the mountain, Austin, but I cannot let him be on top.
From one rope.
You think this is a real Patrick Clark? $4.99.
I was
Thank you,
going to
Patrick.
say, did you escape?
I can get behind this mountain. You've been crushing it lately, JY.
Thank you, Patrick.
Uh-oh.
Do you think Austin is going to be like going to Mayhem though? Like this is like a lesson learned. Maybe he's going there to get like some one-on-one training on how to do legless rope climbs.
He is, dude.
Like,
and listen, and to his defense, he sent me a text like within 30 minutes of rope has been ordered. And that's cool. I hope it has, because if I'm Dave Castro and I see that, immediately shorty ropes are in this games.
you think it's a program to keep Hatfield from winning?
No, and Dave doesn't do that. Dave doesn't look at what people fail at and then program. He programs the games far in advance.
I don't believe that shit for a day.
But
Matt Frazier doesn't believe it.
Listen, if I was Dave, I 100% would program that. But I'd also I wouldn't be afraid to program strict deficit handstand push-ups either. And they did that once, and then we were like, oh, we can't have Laura's gotta be good. We can't have this again, right? So no. So, but I'm saying if I was Dave doesn't do that. If I was Dave.
Lee, she is putting on the pressure, John. $9.99.
Lee, you have to shift your periods, okay? And I'm talking about money. I'm talking about money. Don't clip it. I'm sure you're great. I'm not talking about you. Yeah. All right. Now, I don't know if people are
James Sprague.
Drum roll.
James Sprague doesn't move. All James has done. James has been the same James. He just did a triathlon. I don't know if that's going to make his strength go up more.
Did he do good?
I mean, he did not a triathlon, an Ironman, right?
He did the 70 mile.
It was something that was very crazy endurance.
It's like the half Ironman, right?
It took 5 hours to do.
But
it's pretty good.
James is very, very fit, far more capable than people think.
Look, Patrick Clark says he's not sure if he doesn't program to particular athletes. Maybe that's why Tia's won 7 times.
I don't think he's programmed for Tia.
Programming for Tia.
All right, let's go to the top.
The very top of the mountain. Here we go.
Top of the mountain is
Jeff Adler at the top.
And listen,
when did you make this mountain?
I made it yesterday.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, it is true. I made it yesterday, and I will explain myself.
Okay.
Let me get to it. Okay. Essentially, Jeff doesn't have any holes. If he can prepare for it, he's Batman. Like if he can prepare for it, he's going to be awesome. The only thing that Jeff is not great at, and he's not great at it at all, is adaptability. So if the game surprises them, if Dave surprises them randomly with something weird, then Jeff will not be great. He's shown this time after time after time, and then that is what the rest of the field needs for them to beat Jeff. For like for Dallin or Jason or James even to beat Jeff, that's what they need. They need that. I think Austin is capable. Yeah,
good job, Summer.
We're not gonna post that. Those is family show. I think Austin is capable of beating him, but I was just
that's it.
Yeah, that's right.
But he's distracted. Yeah, that's a great way of putting it. Austin's distracted, and until he gets his head on straight.
I heard he is distracted.
Yeah.
He's getting those rope climbs in.
Now there is somebody missing. There is somebody missing.
Wait. To your point about adapting weird events, that's going to be tough. It being all indoors except for the run event this year.
Yeah, we got double under crossovers too. So that's the weird thing that's going to happen.
But he can prepare for it.
He's got all kinds of time.
It's for Jeff. It's just, can he prepare? And if it's a weird thing that he can prepare for, he's going to be fine. It's not weird things. It's his preparation.
But what about World Fitness Project? He wasn't even on the podium.
Yeah, but he was solidly, he was going for the win and blew up for the lunge. He was in first place. He was in first or second place the entire time. The World Fitness Project is a little bit skewed. He was very clearly the first or second best guy, and then he just blew up on the last workout, and 5 people passed him up. I don't put that against Jeff.
And then Austin got the W.
Yeah, Austin got the W.
Yep.
So
Lee is surprised. Thought you put Tia on the top, but Lee trusts you, JY.
good. You should trust me, Lee, because
You should not.
You should trust me because I'm the foremost expert on athlete predictions and where they will place. Listen, I don't know what Tia's doing. She's kind of Brett Favre-ing it, like she's in, she's out, she's in, she's out. I just know if Tia shows up to the games, it is a storm that nobody understands and that will always prevail. She's Hurricane Tia. Okay. And clouds will come about in Albany, and all you will see is just a figure in the distance. And it's going to be Tia Toomey. And if Hurricane Tia decides to come to Albany, there is nobody that anybody can do. There's nothing that anybody can do. She's going to win, and it's going to be easy. Now, she might not win the strength events, but she's still that much better than everybody else. And it might not be as dominant, but I bet she still wins by over 100 points. So it's and she says she's coming. If she's coming, she's going to come hot like a hurricane. Okay. And nobody's going to be able to stop it.
Dude,
Right.
37 days.
That's right.
37 days is twice as long as Tia needs to prepare for the games.
She could win the games tomorrow. Like the way she dominated Torian, not training for the games, should tell you everything you need to know. Tyler thinks Gracie's going to be top 5, and Tia beat her in every single workout except one. That one was by seconds.
It's like saying Rich and Matt combined into one person.
That's what Tia's got going on. Listen. When Tia,
did you plan that?
Hold on.
That was incredible.
All right. When Tia decided and said, "Hey, I'm going to do the games," and made that lame Instagram post with Nick in there and just says, "You got whatever to."
That was cool.
Like,
That was a
okay,
good
you
post.
thought it was cool. Just accept your ticket. We don't need all this. Okay.
That was the best thing that she's done instead of dragging us along for the last.
The second Tia said, "I'm doing the games," this was my reaction because that's what's going to happen. It's a storm that nobody can handle. Okay. And it's going to be here until she decides to not be here anymore. She's that dominant. And like, good for her, but like, she's going to win as long as she wants to. How old is she, Spin?
It's like 30. I think.
She's older than 30. She's like 32. 31.
ChatGPT.
No.
Chia Toomey.
She's
I think
30, 31. She'll be 32 at the games.
I think she could win until she's 40.
How am I older than Tia? God.
Truly. And
Until she's 40.
yeah, I do.
It's outrageous.
Well, I
Is
mean,
that true?
I think Matt could have done the same thing. But he would, when you're out, you're out. But if Tia wants to stay that long, I think she will win that long. But yeah, no, it'll be exciting. I am happy that she kind of gave everybody like a 6-month head start. I think she should do this every year.
I love our fans.
36.
Remember when I tried to do this? I can't remember. Was it it was the Counterculture podcast when they were trying to get it up and they couldn't. And I just started counting and nobody caught on.
But
That was a while ago.
I would be a fan if she did something every year where it was like, it made it more of a challenge. So like, this is like, I'm going to, try to win the High Rocks World Championships, got sick, it didn't pan the same day. It didn't pan out. But and then like next year, if she was like, I'm not going to do the first of it. And then I'll start playing. Like if like every single year she just made this like little challenge to herself.
Maybe she waits a minute and then starts, like gives everybody a head start.
every workout. So like a workout like Firestorm,
Yeah.
she got last place in Firestorm. But
I don't think
like,
she'd get last.
maybe not, dude. She's just that much better than everybody. I would be a fan if she made it more of a challenge in some capacity. And I wouldn't be disrespected if I were the other girls. I'd be like, yeah, no, I get it.
Do you think she moonwalks into the finish line on the first event?
I think she could walk the last 800 meters.
Holy cow.
So I want you to think about this. Think about how long that is, like time discrepancy. I bet she could walk the last 800 meters and win. 400 meters. 800 is a bit much. I think she could walk.
What about this, though?
What if she just starts with the walk? What if she starts the 800 meters and walks, and then she starts kicking it up?
Gives everybody a little.
Then you can chase them. You can chase them down. It's a little bit easier.
That'd be really cool.
How much is she beating everybody by to do that? What, 90 seconds?
4 minutes.
Everybody? She beats everybody by way more than that at this point.
No. I'm saying if you walked the last, like how much time would she beat everybody by to win that? Like if she ran the whole time,
she'd probably give up like 4 minutes on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, I think that would be close. Power walk.
That's what she did with Shane. Is she gave
during
him
the open?
Yeah. If she did that at the games, that'd be so
everybody takes off in a sprint, and she just kind of like strolls
and
waves to
just
the crowd
put 10
and walks
extra
off.
pounds on her barbell every workout.
So that
NorCal.
Yeah,
that goes to my question about so we know that she's gotten way better at rowing, all that stuff. Does where will she take a place in the weightlifting event? Because there's inevitably going to be one. Do you think she'll take a dip there?
No, and that's the question. And I actually think there'll be more than one. I think
she takes like fifth though.
No, I think she'll be a little bit lower than that. I would say like 8th or 9th.
Out of 30?
Yeah, because the strong girls are still there. Like if she was cleaning 270 before, she's probably cleaning 250, 240. Probably 250 because she's probably lifting weights now. I would say 250. How many girls are cleaning more than 250? I'd say 6 or 7.
If I were High Rocks, I would pay her to give the rest of to give a handicap to the rest of the athletes. I would pay her money. Could you imagine the content the firestorm of content that would come out of that? It's well worth the money. High Rocks athlete.
You'd have to pay her more than what the game
winning the event.
No, winning the games. You have to pay more than what
she doesn't need just that event.
Yeah, but you risk that. Oh, just for event 1.
Just for event 1. Well worth the money.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think what do you think the handicap would be?
I mean, yeah, I would say walk 800 meters either at the front or the back.
I think 800. I think 800 is too much. I think 400 meters.
Not from the back. No, not if you start in the front because you're chasing people down.
It would be so entertaining.
But the I don't think her row. I don't think she's making ground on the row. It's just the running.
No, nobody's. I mean, the row is going to be
irrelevant. Yeah. Right. But so I'm just trying to do the math here. It's 6 miles, right?
Yeah.
6 miles of running.
7-minute miles.
So I mean, if it's a 7-minute mile, it's 42 minutes. If for her to be 38 minutes, it's like a 6:30. So she'd have to be 30 seconds faster than the next fastest person. I don't know if she's doing that just because, yes, she's better, but how much better is she? Like Amy Kringle is extremely good at running too. I don't
really strange increment. Sorry.
But I'm just saying if Amy Kringle is 10 seconds slower per mile, that's a minute. That's not 4 minutes, right? I think we're a little bit overestimating, but maybe not. Maybe she's just that much faster.
Yeah, we don't know know Thomas. Truly how fast she could run.
Thomas just has 2-minute head start.
I agree. I think
it's the best. Line.
Yep.
And stands there.
I think a 2-minute head start is the way. And at the 900 meter mark, she would catch Annika. and then from there on, you just kind of hawk people down.
Annika's been running a lot, so you never know. All right, we better move on to the hill because it's 8:00.
Okay. Rookie Hill.
Rookie Hill.
All right.
Hill. Look at that. They're going to MVP Arena. So
That's amazing. These little babies.
They're marching. Here we go. Lower. We going to start at the bottom again?
Yeah, start at the bottom. Yes.
Okay. All right. Just checking. Jennifer Muir, Syria Meha, Jorge Fernandez, and Mirham Von Rohr.
Yeah. No. So these guys, I really just don't know what to expect of them. I think there are events where they can make noise, but I don't expect to hear their name a ton. But maybe they could sneak into the top 15. You know, like the 30 people is a bit different than I think top 20, but then you're only beating 10 people. And I mean, DEI is 8 of those. So I guess it's just 4, but sneak into the top. I think you could be top 20. I just don't know where you're going to make that noise, right? So there's some like small, like 6-minute burner of a workout, like Dickie's triplet. I think Mirham Von Rohr is going to be amazing, right? But if it's all like long and drawn out, or just heavy, or long distance running or whatever, then maybe not. So I don't know. Saria, I don't know anything about that girl. So I'm just excited to watch her because I don't know anything about her.
Is that how you say her name?
Saria?
Yeah.
Saria.
That's what we're rocking with.
All right. Real quick. Patrick Clark, $4.99. Got to answer. Where would Hunter McIntyre rank if he announced he was competing at the games?
I think Hunter McIntyre would beat everybody in the DEI verse. And then
No way.
100%.
He's been away too long.
He would win the first event. So he starts out with 100 points. And that's probably more points than any of those guys are going to get total.
Across the whole event.
You don't understand. Like, there's going to be like 4 events where running is significant. As long as it's not paired with a very heavy lift, he can do all the movements. If it's running in muscle ups and snatches with like a dumbbell,
it's not long handstand walks.
Right. He's going to be great. Like Hunter, there's going to be 4 events where Hunter is in the top 5, but then all the rest of the events he's last place, right? But maybe not even like I think
I don't know if
with DEI. I don't even know if he's last place, but he's with the DEI people, right?
So 25th.
Yes, and that's enough points where like I think Hunter would be. I don't think Hunter's top 20, but I think he's like 20,
I think with the right programming he could.
Last year's programming for sure. But a typical CrossFit Games, I would say around 20th.
Yeah. Okay, next up. Colin, Annika, and Lucy. The McGonigal, not the Campbell.
Now, this row, I think people are excited to see. They are like the row below them. I don't really know where they're going to make splashes. For instance, like Lucy can make a splash in a heavy lifting event, but she's not Olivia Kerstetter. Like, so if she gets 6th place in a heavy lifting event, we're going to see her, but it's not necessarily like the Lucy McGonigal show, right? Annika Greer, same way. Annika Greer's got home runs, right? I didn't even
not that first event.
Colin Bossard's got home runs. It's just I don't know where those home runs are going to stack up amongst the best in the world. And if they are 7th places and like that's their home run, probably not going to hear about them much. But if they're 2nd or even 1st, then like that's their moment, and they could catch a really good workout. All 3 of these people, where they could potentially have like a moment in the CrossFit Games. And I'm not talking about Rebecca Fusile.
Is it the same moment for Colin and Mirham?
Probably very similar. If Colin does good in a potential workout, Mirham's probably doing good in that workout too.
Next row.
Yeah.
Next row.
Getting not as many rows on the rookie hill. Bill Leahy and Lydia.
This row, I think everybody is excited to see how these people do. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of people are rooting for these people. They want them to be good, right? I know Bill's got his haters, but I think a lot of people just want to see him succeed. Mostly because of Hiller's influence, but still, Bill is very fit. He's got
it.
I mean, TFX, he ran away with it. It wasn't even close, right?
That was
Not
NorCal,
TFX, not
but-
NorCal. Sorry, NorCal. And then Lydia, I mean, I think Lydia has the most heart out of anybody at the games. Tia included. You know how like Ricky, when he won the Capitol and he took over Roman in the last steps, and everybody's like, dude, he's got that like grind more than anybody, that just ability to hurt. I think Lydia has that in spades more than anybody else at the games. She's just not as fit as these people.
Ricky's
Like,
got that dog
for-
in him.
for
She's
instance-
got
for
that
instance,
fish in her.
Well, I think a good analogy, like Tia's secretariat, right? She's just better than everybody. Lydia
analogy.
is Seabiscuit. Like, she probably shouldn't be out there, but she is.
Sea
And
fish.
she's gonna place better than a lot of people think, because she's very consistent. She's very well rounded, other than her lifting events, which she will,
But do you think Dave skews to more programming like last year, where it's fitness based, not a lot of heavy weights?
I think he'll
thrown in there?
overcorrect.
I think it's just
He'll
gonna be
go way
heavy,
the other way.
heavy.
I don't think he's gonna be heavy. I don't think it'll be
Skill.
like last year heavy. How skewed it was towards endurance. I don't think it'll be that skewed heavy, but I think he will overcorrect, and it will be a lot of strength, a lot of skill, and then less endurance than we are used to seeing, but not to like a crazy extent. Not to a crazy extent. Like, I think we see that first event and everybody's like, here we go again. And then from here on out, it's going to be a lot of CrossFit. They tend to overcorrect when something, if they agree with our criticisms, whether they listen or not, right? If they're like,
I mean,
yeah,
I'm sure Dave watches.
he's a big fan of the show. If they agree with it, if they're like, yeah, it was too skewed towards cardio last year, they tend to overcorrect, and I'm for it. Doesn't bode well for Lydia, but I'm for it. And if it's in the skill direction, it bodes very well for both of these guys. They're both super skilled, so we'll see. I think this row, just everybody's excited to watch them. The second they touch the floor, everybody wants them to be good. Whether they are or not, we'll see.
If it skews heavier, I think Annika moves up ahead of Lydia.
Yeah, in total finish, maybe. But I'm going to go towards fitness. I think fitness, I don't think it will skew in a way where it's like all of the strength people finished way higher than everybody else. I don't think it will skew like that. It's just going to be like there might be 2021. 2021 is a great example. Guy had 3 event wins. There was a 550-yard sprint. There was hat trick with the dumbbell snatches, and that's like an under 2-minute event. And then there was a max snatch. That's very skewed towards Guy, and he got 7th place, and everybody thought he was the next great thing because he won 3 event wins and he was 7th place in his rookie year. No, it was because the competition had 3 event wins for him, right? I think it'll be like that. You go look at the 2021 programming, it wasn't skewed towards strength. There was just 3 events that were sub 3 minutes. And so I think it'll be more like that.
Fair enough. Clean letter 2, not hat trick. Hat trick was the next year, which you also won.
John.
It's been a long show. And the final top.
Oh, weird.
Hi, Jenkins. Wow. Yeah. Wow. That's anticlimactic.
Homer pick.
Yeah, it might be a homer pick, but I think he'll finish higher than all the rest of everybody else.
I don't disagree.
If you could say it's a homer pick, but I think that he will be top 15. And it won't look flashy. I think it'll be very Chris Ibarra-esque. And he just is not going to have a bad event. He'll do better than people think on strength events. And he will execute his game plan like Lydia does to a T. And he's not going to let anybody come out hot and change his pace. And I just think he's going to end up like 14th place at the end of the weekend.
Do you think him and Leahy could have a good back and forth as far as position?
Yeah, for sure, but just way different circumstances.
Right. They're totally different athletes, but I'd be interested to watch them two battle it out.
No, I would too. I think it would be really, really fun. Yeah. And they're both great guys. So,
Mr. Young, Dave is not capable of being too heavy. 0 chance. Doesn't understand what's actually heavy. $4.99. Thank
I
you,
don't
Larry.
think that's true. There's been some very heavy games.
I would say go back and look at 2015, 2016, 2017. I don't think we've seen I like in the last 5 years.
Yeah, we haven't seen
In the last 5 years, I would agree with him. But in the golden years, say 2015 through 2018, it was plenty heavy. But I think the last 5 years, I don't think that's wrong.
Some rumors floating around that this might be Dave's last year of programming. Do you think that he might change the way he programs this year?
I think he's constrained to the MVP arena, if anything.
I don't. If it's his last year of programming, then I think we'll see a lot of stuff that we didn't think we would see.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think double under crossovers
Does he know it's
are
his
a
last
part
year of programming?
Yeah, I think he knows.
Okay, that's the first time I've heard of it. Question for you. A rumor, speculating. We don't do that here. Melinda Clark, was Yona on the mountain?
Nope.
Yona was not on the mountain, and it's not because of his ability. Okay, it's because Yona Koski, who is a perennial games athlete, didn't make the games last year, and then just barely made it this year. And if you make it through the last chance qualifier, I lose a little bit of respect for you. Now, not like in the not in the terms of Lydia Fish.
Lydia, sorry,
no. Like
in his circumstance,
she is a rookie. She's a rookie. It is very different. Very different. If you've never played the games before,
Yona had conflicts.
If you're a 7-time games athlete and you're top 10, 5 of those years, a top 10 fittest man in the world, and then you go through 4 different things and don't get through on any of them, and then you do the last chance qualifier, it's like you almost got in because of pity.
It's heart. It's called heart, John. He didn't give up.
No, and I think Yonakosi is going to be great at the games. He is potentially top 10. I probably will predict him to be top 10.
Wait, he's not on the mountain.
I can't put him on the mountain when you get through in the last chance qualifier and you're Yonakosi. I refuse.
You were doing so well.
I refuse to do it.
Just when I think these are rankings, they're not rankings.
They're not rankings.
We know that. Last time on the mountain, we realized this was not any rankings.
What is this? It's a rich tapestry of fitness.
A rich tapestry of fitness.
Rankings.
That's right.
Correct.
Okay, well, there you go.
Good job, John. I like this. This is good.
Soon enough, we will have some real rankings that show what John really thinks is going to happen.
Probably a week before the games, we'll come out with my official games rankings, and that's literally what's going to happen. So you want to stay tuned for that show because I'm telling you, it's like a look into the future.
I can't
and
wait.
You can stay tuned for my rankings as well.
We're going to have
Tyler is going to pick the last place person in every event. Hey, Tyler, what's Annika's first mile going to be? I think we should have a prop bet on that. I think that should be a prop bet for Heat 1 is Annika's first mile time.
You got to have somebody stand out there and find out.
Oh, I'm taking the over hard.
Need to raise that.
She's going to come out hot because she's going to be excited.
We need to move on to some blind rankings because it's running late. You guys are excited, I'm sure.
Yes.
Blind rankings.
John's favorite one.
Favorite one. It's not CrossFit related.
We'll see.
It does have to do with sports. It has to do with the spin cast. What niche sports should we do a spin cast for?
Holy cow! This is kind of crazy.
Well, I
like entertaining the idea that
supremely biased. If one of these ones that I think comes, if it's not on here, I'll be so disappointed.
If you put on in frisbee golf, I swear to God, I'll leave the show.
Who are you talking to? Do you know what's coming up, Tyler? It's in 2 weeks. It starts July 5th, and then it goes on the entire month. Okay. It's a niche sport that deserves to be covered.
Before we get to that, Lee Frazier, $9.99. She is.
Thank you, Lee. Thank you,
We
Lee.
have space down there on the bottom. We may have to put Lee as a sponsor of the show. Thank you. $9.99. Love you guys. Appreciate
Love
it,
you, Lee.
That'd be funny. Just a picture of Lee.
As a
Sponsored by
Lee.
Lee Frazier.
We actually should probably do that.
At this point, yeah, she's earning it. Here we go. First one. Do you think it's cycling, John?
I'm just saying I would enjoy that if it was.
Yeah, I'm sure you would. Here we go. It's not cycling, the first one, but it is pickleball.
Oh.
Oh,
Actually, pickleball gets kind of wild.
I don't know, man. I think pickleball would be so fun to go play.
It is fun.
Like if we should do that, Tyler. If we get out like a day early, just take the whole crew and go play pickleball.
Get all your 40 chicken nuggets, head over to the pickleball court,
and then go play
Grow
pickleball.
up.
Yeah. I think to cover this, I would be incredibly bored. Like play, I don't think I would be bored at all. But to cover it, I'm like, okay, I feel like I could do that.
We should do whichever one we rank top. We should actually just do one Monday.
Yeah, no, I'm down. I'm down.
4.
Oh, okay.
You
4?
think better?
No, I'm good with 4.
Dude, there's
4.
gonna be a dog shit one in here somewhere.
I just feel like I don't like this already.
Why don't you like this, John?
We'll see.
You don't like pickleball?
We'll see what comes up.
I don't think he likes what sports I picked.
Cornhole's going to be on here.
Dude, who ruptures their Achilles tendon playing pickleball? I have ankles of steel from football. They don't move at all, so that's not happening.
Maybe. All right, next up, bull riding.
Ooh.
2.
Oh wow! You guys actually agreed.
We are a 1 right now, Tyler.
I'd be so stoked to commentate on bull riding. I mean, how much
Yeah.
can you fit into 8 seconds?
You can do a lot in 8 seconds.
Yeah,
A lot of interviews.
a lot in 8 seconds. Here you go. Next up, break dancing. It's an Olympic sport.
I told you. 5. I don't know anything about breakdancing. I wouldn't know how to judge it. I would just be like, if it was that Taser Face or whatever her name was that won the Olympics,
that Australian person.
I would be like, this is garbage.
I tell you what I would cover though is like the dance crew, like America's Best Dance Crew. Have you ever seen those things? Like the Jabberwockies? I think that would be cool. I would cover those.
Is this Japanese TV again?
No, dude. You don't know about the Jabberwockies?
Oddly enough, no.
Dude.
Surprising.
Go look up Jabberwockies. That would be fun. No, but go look up Jabberwockies.
We'll have to get to that.
All right.
What number are you guys putting it at?
5.
5.
Oh, okay, 1 and 3 left. Something's gonna be a little bit more exciting than these two. Here we go. Next up, chess boxing.
What's chess boxing?
It is 11 rounds. They alternate between boxing and speed chess. 3-minute rounds.
1.
Back and forth.
I want to do that.
What? Do
Dude,
you know that much about chess, though?
I would, yeah. I would chess box in a heartbeat, dude. The chat sounds so much fun. I'm so down for chess boxing. Do you play chess, Tyler?
I mean, I've played chess. I'm not good at chess by any means. I just don't play enough.
Dude,
But-
Some people are good at chess until they get punched in the face, and then it.
Yeah, weird how that works.
Dude, I like just thinking when you can't think, dude. You got to try to be sharp. Oh man, that sounds amazing. I'm super down for that.
Here we
Pull
go.
this crap
Hang on.
up.
Give me a second here.
Get through the wheel.
Get through the commercial here.
What the hell kind of commercial is
It's
that?
Norwal.
I don't know. Let's see. Remove that. Add this. All right.
Look at this.
Oh,
Germans.
dude.
The Germans.
Hey, I'm telling you right now, I'm rocking these little kids.
So
Dude, are you kidding me?
there you go. And then they throw down with some boxing.
Let's see him go a little bit. That looks like
Second.
Adam. Are these guys actually fit?
And then they bring the board back, and then there you go. Keep going.
How
Who
long is a
thought
round?
of this?
There it is. I have no idea.
I wonder, like, does
It's
your
more-
corner, like, if you get a bloody eye, does your corner, like, do they get to fix you, or it's just like, no, dude, you got to play with blood?
Oh,
in your
I
eye?
think you want blood on the chessboard. I like that. I would cover that. I think this is one.
Hold on. So, which one is this? Does it show? Hang on.
How long is a round? 3 minutes?
2 minutes?
This video that I'm going to show you has 3.1 million views from 2 years ago.
3.1?
Yes.
Point Crow versus Disguised
Toast.
Toast.
Oh,
Of
dude,
course.
this guy does what's that game called where you imposter? That's the best like imposter player like in the world.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that guy right there. His name is Disguised Toast. Like,
Look at the chest part is so low. What are they listening to?
dude, these are a bunch of nerds, man. Oh my gosh, get me into chess boxing, dude. That would be so much fun.
They throw
I
their
bet the-
gloves back on and then they start fighting again.
Japanese and the Germans probably dominate this sport.
Among
chess
Us.
boxing.
Thank you. Among Us.
Among Us. I knew what you were saying.
Yeah. That guy's like a big like Among Us guy.
That's crazy. I'm going to say 3. John makes a good case for 1, so I'll cede to 1.
I just
Oh,
think what else could it be? I slap boxing. Not slap boxing, but the slap thing.
Yeah, slap. I don't think it's going to be that.
Is it
I
cycling?
like that. That would be fun to cover. The slap thing, whatever it's called.
I can't even think of niche sports.
I don't know. We'll find out because I don't even remember. Chess boxing is number 3. Here we go. Power slap.
Power slap.
That's what I was trying to say. I think we'd have a good time with that. But
I think chess boxing would be better to commentate than power slap.
You have to know what you're talking about when it comes to
You
chess.
would have
though.
to know what you're talking about. You would make yourself look like an asshole really fast.
I do like this one, the cheese wheel.
What's the cheese wheel?
they throw a cheese wheel down a mountain and you have to run down the mountain and get it, and people just wreck their knees. Have you this is where they like little girls ride on their like stick ponies and have to like jump over things. Have you seen that?
You couldn't pay me to commentate that.
We could commentate it like golf, like be real quiet.
Look at this idiot.
Yeah.
Yep. There they go.
Yep.
What a jackass.
Yep. What are their pronouns? All right. Last up. We're gonna wrap it up really quick here, but double under
Cornhole,
crossing.
I would definitely. Yeah.
Eh.
Are you good at cornhole?
I'm pretty decent at cornhole. I'm from Kentucky, dude. We pump out some killers out of Kentucky.
I wouldn't say I would say I'm adequate. I wouldn't say I'm good, but I play like I won like 3 games in a row at some just get together. I don't even know what it was. I think from my gym, and there was a guy that went to our gym that was like a professional cornhole player, and like he was the next person, and he made 3 in a row. I'm like, do you do this a lot? And then he's like, I do it from time to time. And like, I'm like, okay. And then he made the next 3 in a row. And I'm like, what are we doing here? What? And just acted calm and like just was like in the zone. And I'm like, you do this. And then if he finally told me that he played like professional cornhole or whatever that was, I was like,
Yeah,
that's cool. You're gonna beat me. That's
My brother,
the RV. Oh, go ahead, Tyler.
my little brother is very good. My best friend's dad, growing up, he went to like the national championships or something.
That's not as
So,
good as me.
yeah.
But we went to an RV park last July 4th, and they held a little cornhole tournament.
To win?
And so I was.
Spin's good at cornhole.
I had 2 teams. I had me and Mrs. Spin, and me and my oldest were on, or my youngest, sorry. And so at one point, both of us were playing. I was bouncing back and forth between 2
Games?
boards. Yeah. Anyway, Spin and Mrs. Spin and myself got to the finals. Played against a an older couple who brought their own bean bags. We're
Hell
playing with the
yeah.
cheap ass bean bags that come with the sets that the RV park has.
Oh, it's
And he
real,
has the
real
professional
deal.
ones that has one side is slippery and one side is sticky.
Mm.
And it was completely rigged. We lost like 21-18. It was very, very close. But
Yeah, well, if they have their own bags, that's some bullshit.
Spin was being Bobby Fischer on there, just playing multiple boards, just going back and forth.
going back and forth. And,
That's cool as shit. Your youngest one does look like a cornhole. I bet he could play.
Yeah, he was. I think we got second and fourth. I think so. Did pretty well, but there were more than 4 teams. In case you were wondering, double under crossovers coming back to the games after 3 years. You excited, John?
To freak out.
John, you excited for some double under crossovers?
I'm
excited.
super excited. Super excited. It's going to be a
Why
blast.
do you hate these so much?
I don't hate them. I just don't care about them.
You don't care.
I think it's better than seeing double unders for the 800.
Yeah. I don't hate them. I don't want them to be the crux
Hate
of the
what they
workout.
look like.
Does that make sense? Like if there's like 30 in the middle of a chipper. So like
Yes.
if you're bad at them, it's going to make a difference. But it's not like where it's just who can do that the best. Like
If it is the crux of the workout by now, that's on the athlete, I think.
very true. No, and they have time to practice. I just don't want it to be like this is the workout. It's okay. It's okay for it to make a difference, but I don't want it to be just that.
You just want it as interference.
Yeah, I didn't mind them when they first came about. Because it was just like one thing in the championship, and then they couldn't do it, right? So, but like I didn't mind them then. I just don't want it to be 100 double crossovers and everybody's just sitting there fumbling with their rope, and then the 4 people that got through it but aren't even doing the rest of the work. You know what I'm saying? And like that's the workout. I don't want
what if it's speed skill medley part
2.0?
Yeah.
We'll be fine with that. Right.
So only 5 athletes get to do it again. They make a big deal, and then only 5 get there.
No, I think it should start with that, and then it ends on singles. And Tudor Magda makes it to the top 5, and then he can't get out of the singles.
Same with Tia.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Speed
where
step singles.
That's where Dave's programming against Tia.
That was a Boz year, so I don't think it's programming against her.
So double under crossovers. I don't know.
I like it. I like that we are doing different shit with the rope instead of just heavy double unders, just drag rope double unders. So tired of double unders.
I'm indifferent. I think workouts like that pegboard, 5 rounds of 1 pegboard, 100 heavy rope double unders, and then 20 split snatches, and then 20 split cleans, or 10 split snatches, 10 split cleans, or whatever that workout was, 5 rounds. It was in 2019 with Fraser and Noah Olson. And Fraser won by like a minute, but Noah got second, so he didn't get any points on him. BK, but it's because Noah was cheating and like half stepped his split snatches, and you weren't allowed to do that. And you got in front of BKG in the last minute.
That's not his fault.
But
don't program that movement.
Workouts like that, though, like yes, the double unders might be boring to you, but they juice the athletes. They make a difference in a workout like that.
They do.
It's not that like it's not pretty to see, but it does make a huge difference on who can push sets of 100 on a heavy rope. Like 100%, that makes a big difference in the workout. And jump rope ability comes into play of who will, do good in the workout.
Yeah.
I get 100% what you're saying. I just think there are workouts that the jump rope is important. It's not just something we're seeing every day. It's just people don't grasp what it's doing to the athletes. It's just boring to watch, and they think they all can do them. But the amount that it juices your shoulders for the other stuff, it does play a difference. You just don't see it.
Lee Frazier.
Thank you, Lee.
Real time
Lee.
Sponsor of the show. Thank you, Lee.
How much is she giving us? Like $50 at this point?
More than everybody else combined, I'll tell you that.
$100 and you get to be the sponsor of the show.
Summer, didn't you borrow someone's credit card? Well, not my
Hey,
problem.
rack it up. Rack it up.
Lee just gives $800 of somebody else's money.
Yeah. Velitas is the sponsor. Any chance they make them use a Velitas jump rope
For the crossover doubles?
Mm-hmm.
If that is true, then they should
Is that true?
be giving them out right now. They know who's going.
Giving them out?
You should send a rope to everybody to practice.
You can
just do what they did at Syndicate and say, hey, you can buy one right now. We will have them there.
Yeah. No,
I'm just saying if I think I haven't looked into it, but I've heard that they have one that's kind of made for the double under crossovers. I would go to Velitas website, look it up, and
buy it
get
now.
that if you are just to even practice them, just so you have some. Do anybody watch Mr. Fikowski on Mayhem?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about the movementstandards.com?
Poor Abby. Coming soon.
I know. We need to wrap it up.
This could have been a better site slightly.
Okay.
It looks very
1997.
like the Business Fairies and Fairly Odd Parents made the website.
Website aside, do you like the idea of a one-stop shop for movement standards?
Couldn't care less.
Yeah, I mean, I get the reasoning for it. It serves a purpose. I probably will never look at it, but there are people that will.
What? Dude, this is just a reiteration of the thing that they already did. They had all this stuff, and now they're just putting it on a website, and we didn't care about it now. We didn't care about it then. Okay, but it's like anybody who's programming, I'm going to get bit for NorCal, but anybody who's programming knows movement standards and they know the decisions that they're making. I just don't. Anybody who needs that or would look at it knows.
Yeah, I mean,
but what
I agree.
If you're programming though, and like, I mean, to their point, I've never been for movement lists. Like, I don't like that the WFP was like, hey, here's what you're going to do. We don't have to worry about anything outside of this list. I don't like that. I don't like the idea. I've never liked the idea of
standardizing everything.
Standardizing everything, right? So nothing ever comes out. I get a sense that what Brent has realized is you can't be that heavy-handed. And then this is like this is a resource for you guys to use. Like, go focus on combining the movements, doing, however you want to make it look. Leave it to us what those standards are. So if you like GHD sit-ups like JR did at Syndicate, that would be there. You literally just copy and paste it and say,
it's just a resource for writing
in the competition
standards.
corner and say, here's how you measure and judge a GHD sit-up. I'm using JR's method. Right? Like,
yeah, no, I think it is good for people who want it. And I just personally don't care about it. But I think people do. I think there are people who would. I don't think it's dumb. I don't think it's a waste of time or anything. I just wouldn't use it. Because I'm with Tyler, I'm just going to program a workout, and then you should know. And then, like, I'm going to say these are the movement standards, and I'm going to write the movement standards on what they should be and what the judge is going to grade on.
Right, it's already there.
Yeah, it helps you from a chat GPT perspective where it's like, okay, I have this.
Okay, then I'll copy.
What are the standards?
That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Like, just go to my site, copy and paste it, and say, here's how you do it. It's if you're putting your workouts on Competition Corner and the movement flow standards, like, you have all of that, like how it's judged. You don't have to worry about it.
It's not hurting anybody that it exists. I just don't like it. Okay.
I think it's the right way to do it. I don't know. I think managing something like this would be a monumental task, especially if it is highly adopted. And like all these competition people are using it and then saying, hey, what about this standard? I got a handstand push-up standard I want to add to it. And then you got to collaborate
Yeah.
with them to make sure that it actually makes sense and whatever you put on there is actually replicable. Like those things I think get a little bit tricky, but I was happy to see it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. It's just not going to get very many clicks. And it was like anything like that wouldn't, but I don't like, is it going to even be worth the server fees to put it up?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's free. You bought the domain name and that's it.
Is that how that works?
That's how it works. All right, guys. Abigail said we need to wrap this thing up. John, thank you. You teased with us something last week, and you're going to tease us again until some other time. Tyler, Heat 1, are you getting ramped up for the games? More information.
We are
here
getting
soon?
wrapped up on the games. Stay posted.
All right. And then tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern time, Tyler takes on Friendly Fran. Can you do it for under 7.5 minutes?
Have you done any practicing, Tyler?
No, I popped a rib out of place in training this morning or this afternoon. And so I was snatching and I went, and so
there's zero chance.
It's going to go great.
We're just going to see how it goes. I don't think it'll impede me all that much tomorrow. It being basically thrusters, it's okay. I don't have to bend over that much. And then chest bar, I think I'll be okay.
Well, if you do happen to be impeded any, I am looking forward to figuring out what you do next. I have a thought spin. But obviously, you know, we'll collaborate and figure it out.
I think I'm going to get it.
I hope you do. I want you to. I'm rooting for you.
It would be cool to do 3 shows, but I think I can do it.
It'd be cool chance. To do 52 shows, way. But I'm hoping that you do it.
Those last 21 pull-ups, chest bar pull-ups are going to be a nightmare. We'll see you guys tomorrow, 6 o'clock Eastern. Back same channel, The Spin. See you guys.
I apologize to absolutely nobody.